Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 2 for the South American Championships versus by TTesports. It's going to be VJR up against Steel Esports. I'm SP Revolution 5, and I'm joined here by Ilummini. Ilummini, how's it going? Ilummini?
Radiant team
I can't hear you.
Dire team back.
Okay, something's wrong with Ilummini. He's
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Now got it. Scott just
Dire
changed
team
the
back.
microphone entry again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just
So,
Skype things, you know?
Yeah. So I got a new microphone, and finally I think the guys are able to understand me now.
Hopefully, yeah.
Because before I had like a 10 bucks headset and it was just awful. It created an echo by himself and stuff like that. And, nah.
Yeah. It's a little boomy. I don't know what's up with it, and I don't exactly know how to fix it.
Should I turn my microphone down a bit, or?
Maybe down just a touch, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the draft, as it is well underway. We do see that Slaughter getting banned out this time by Steel Esports, since they had so much trouble with it. And VJR, even though they will actually go with the same exact bans that Steel did last time, they're not going to pick up a really strong mid laner early on unless they want it to be the Venomancer. Now, this Venomancer pick is very interesting. Do you make anything of it?
Reinessa pick. Not really well. Alchemist is still in the pool, I have to say.
Yeah.
They could go for it.
And they've already picked up the AA to counter the Alka. I actually really like that idea here. They're going to just go for some really strong team fight, and it would be fun to watch, for sure. They know how to give the people what they want, you know? And they're going to pick up the Phoenix. Now, the one thing I will say is they are lacking damage with this strategy.
Not really. AA, Ice Blast plus Venomancer, or just
Well, yeah.
red speed.
I mean right-click damage, but
10 seconds.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
right.
Steel are anticipating that a little bit, especially with the Jug
5
pickup
seconds remaining.
to serve as that pseudo BKB.
Yeah, Blade Fury is really nice for that. And also the Omni Slash. While you're in Omni Slash, you won't get damage from Venomancer or an Ancient Aberration.
And also the healing ward can possibly counteract a bit of it. The Venom
Yeah.
ult, of course, not the Ancient Apparition.
If you can dodge the Ice Blast, or if it's not X upgraded, the healing ward will help a ton. Yeah, that's right.
Sorry, one of the videos, the VODs got copyright claimed by ESL. They say that it's their visual material. I'm like, no. It definitely isn't. Because it's just a game of Dota 2. It might look a bit like theirs, sure, but that don't make it the same exact thing. Anyways. It's quite annoying.
Well, I think Steel.
Oh! Okay.
Dire team
Hey,
back.
they realized they were in a pickle, and they said, okay, let's pick out. We've got a room for a mid laner. I don't like picking it into the AA. On second thought, I actually don't like this move at all. I liked it initially, but now it's
they
not
have
as
4
good, yeah.
healers, because Darkseer is gonna go for a mech.
I mean, they have 4 healers, of course, but also, you're picking it right into AA, not to mention you have a ban.
Yeah,
10 seconds.
that's
Like,
the other thing. It
just-
it wasn't like VJR had the 4th pick
5
still
seconds
open.
remaining.
Yeah, if they did, I could completely understand you picking it there, but it's a little iffy. They will ban out as well the Spectre and the Zeus to get rid of the global ability of that. Now, what do VJR go for? They really need a hard carry who comes online pretty early and
I'd say
also is
Phantom
going to
Assassin.
out-carry that.
Phantom Assassin.
Okay.
I like it really much with the Ancient Aberration, because your dagger will get the bonus damage from Chilling Touch.
That's right. Okay.
And the other thing is, when you blink with Phantom Assassin, you get the 100
10
attack
seconds
speed,
remaining.
and that will completely nullify the minus attack speed from Chilling Touch, but you still get the lots of bonus damage from it.
That is true. That's.
Reserve time.
I was wondering what you meant by that, because I didn't see the synergy right away when you mentioned it on my stream earlier. But that makes a lot of sense. Definitely.
Yeah, and just the combination of the dagger slow into cold feet later on will almost guarantee the stun as well. So it's just really good combination of Phantom Assassin and AA.
Yeah. Well, that's
Good job.
definitely good for them, but do you see what Seal might pick up with this 5th pick? We're seeing a hard carry from Vajuga, almost certainly.
Steel will need some kind of support. And I don't think
Okay, I like
they'll
this.
Radiant
go
team
for a 5th healer. That would be just dumb. And they need some kind of hard lockdown because Dazzle just doesn't have any sort of stuns, and Darkseer, while Vacuum, you can cancel TPs, but it's not a lockdown.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
It's not going to
they-
hold you down for any period of time, really.
Maybe Ogre Magi, something like that. Little tanky.
Ogre could
10
work.
seconds remaining.
And they did just
Oh,
get
ma-
beat by it.
maybe-
It's just, are they comfortable with it?
5 seconds.
Maybe actually
remaining.
a support Lina. Because I really like the attack speed that she gets to kill off the Phoenix
Reserve
Egg.
time.
That's true as well. They do need something with a bit higher attack speed. Even though they have the Alk and the Jug, that attack speed slow will really hurt them. Still have
Yeah,
45 seconds to think, though.
And Alk and Chuck, they are both melees and just have to run in first to the Phoenix, and maybe Tusk can use ice shots to block them off from the egg. And
The downside is, though, Lena's stun is not the easiest to land, especially against a team with a Tusk on it.
yeah,
Or a Phoenix, for that matter. Even if you Yules, a Phoenix can still possibly get the ult off before everything happens there, so...
yeah. What
10
other good
seconds
support? Something.
remaining.
Maybe Crystal Maiden because she has lots of.
Oh,
maybe
okay, you
go
were
for
right.
Lina.
Now, the question is this actually a support Lina, or is it a core Lina with a support Alk? Because support Alk hasn't been seen in a while, I know, but the hero is so countered here, I don't even like it as a core. Even TA
Yeah.
wins the lane against Alk easily. Easily.
I'm not so sure.
1 point in Meld, you win that lane. He has such low armor that it's not going to make a difference.
But you can get rid of the refraction with your acid spray, so
The defensive charges, but you can't really deal damage against her without taking a lot of damage yourself, or
Yeah,
putting
that's
some early points in your stuns. So I still like the Templar
10
pickup here
seconds remaining.
for them.
maybe it's a jungling juggernaut.
I mean, it is
Support
possible.
juggernaut.
Remaining.
I mean, we have seen it. Was it in TI4?
Yeah, with Vici. I couldn't tell you the player name right now, but
They did
It was
jungling
Vici.
juggernaut, and he had like Aghanim Scepter at 16 minutes. It was just insane, and he got like 2 kills mid because he rotated with Blade Fury. No one
Yeah.
expected it.
and we will be getting going here very shortly. Looks like they are just about ready to go.
I'm a little bit sad that they instantly paused before everyone could buy their items. So that
Yeah, we don't
could
have
see-
anything to talk about, of course.
Yeah. Otherwise, we could just see which lane they're going in, but like that.
Yeah. Well, they don't want the other team to know either. Not that they would possibly even know.
What we
Period.
didn't talk about that VJR has a safe lane Venomancer. I think.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of this hero in general. I understand that he's good, and I can see him working in the off lane, but as a safe lane core, first of all, you start out with 42 attack damage. That's a problem, because you can't last it. And it's not like you're an invoker that can just pick up Exort and whatnot. I mean, you can, but it's not easy, and you're not a Shadow Fiend that's gonna get souls. Yeah, but... okay. Yeah, I guess that'll work. Because that gives you 49 with the magic damage, but for last hitting that doesn't really matter.
Okay, it looks like a mid alchemist. And support
It probably is. I mean, I was kind of making stuff up with the support alchemist. It could still work, but he offers a lot as a core to the team, especially a team like this, which each hero can benefit from the Ags. They can definitely go late game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a little worried. Well, the thing is,
30 seconds.
I think the Phoenix Midas will be a huge playmaker this game when he can get it and how much.
Do you
he can
really want to
get
go
done
for
with
Midas
his
though?
own.
Like,
want to
think
get
about it
Midas.
though. You're against a team that's going to outcarry you late game, no doubt.
Phoenix needs the Midas really for levels. You need to get the Supernova level 10 with the increased attacks. From 5 to 8 makes a huge difference.
But wouldn't a fast mech help the team out more in general? Because look at this team. They're going to kill the egg. If they get any hits off on the egg, they're going to kill it. They don't even contest Ruined here because they're just going to let him have it. Can't really blame him for that one.
Well, the thing is, I actually like the mech on Core Venomancer more, because if you get Rush or Blink with Venomancer as a core, well,
You're just
you
gonna
can
go in and
blink
die.
in and use your ult, but then you die and you're a core, so you shouldn't die.
You can't feed yourself away like that constantly, so...
Yeah.
Can't blame you there, and that's one of my other problems with Veno. Yes, he's squishy, and like you could say, well, Puck's squishy, and he's played as a core. First of all, Puck is not picked right now because he's just not a great hero, unless, of course, you have someone like Leo Style to play it, who is an excellent player. But Veno doesn't have that kind of escape, like that kind of way to get out of trouble if he runs into it, so...
So what I really do like is they let the Venomancer solo offlane against the Darkseer, and since Venomancer is ranged, he shouldn't have that much of a problem against the Darkseer. And the rest of the team just seems to stack the jungle camps here, and I think they're just gonna feed the Templar Assassin with the stacks. Because with side blades you can clear those stacks pretty easy.
Well, and refraction as well. The offensive charges help you out a lot. The defensive charges can help you tank up, especially if you're up against the Ursas, the Satyr, the ones with the big spells where you can bait those out and then use it. Although they won't use it unless there's two
able to get a kill.
things.
Nah, it's close.
Oh, does go
he's
in for the
got it.
dive. The Grave comes out, but they do force out a level 1 Grave, which is 60 seconds cooldown. Dazzle
And a
also is
lot
on
of mana.
fairly low health. Yeah, that too.
Grave level 1 just costs 140 mana, it's insane.
Yeah, and it's a long cooldown. That's a long time that Jug can't rely on that to fall back on just in case. So it's going to make him land a little more carefully and hopefully give Phoenix a bit more of an edge. Now they will get a bounty rune up on AA. I'm not going to grab that one, but he does have a Quelling Blade. I'm thinking you go for the Radiance here simply because you're against TA and Radiance against TA is generally pretty decent. You know.
Admit, I think Lina has a kill on AA.
Yeah.
She has double damage. And
Well, she'll get stunned.
The jukes! They are real.
Yeah, he manages to juke it out, makes her get stunned, and forces her back, which is going to effectively waste the rest of this double damage rune, especially since AA can just walk back to base. And sure, he's not going to get XP if he does, but it's not too much lost, and it doesn't look like he's even going to go back. He can just stay here and get some extra worth out of the mid lane. Tusk will be stacking up camps. Not my favorite hero to stack stuff up with, though, simply because, well, you're melee, first of all. But he will get a triple stack up here for TA. Or for Veno. Wards and a Gale, you can actually take that. Speaking of the Veno, though, he is putting 1 point in those wards pretty early on here. That's very useful up against Darkseer, simply because you can nuke down that creep with the Ion Shell very quickly. With the extra damage coming out from wards.
Damage to the walls.
Exactly. That was my other point. And we've been seeing Venomancers, when they've been picked, which is very rarely, go for the Q 440 build, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they max scale, they max Poison Sting, and they ignore the wards for the early game. Mainly so they don't feed them away, but Darkseer doesn't have the means to kill these wards. I mean, he does have 71 damage, sure, but it takes him 3 hits to kill off this ward, and that's going to be a lot. Sorry for missing first blood. We do see Phoenix end up going down there. Ilummini, did you catch that one, or?
Nah, I'm sorry, but
No, it's fine.
I assume it was just a Lina stun into a Dazzle heal.
Yeah, and it looks like he didn't have dive off cooldown, so...
Oh, the Dazzle Shadowgrave is on cooldown again, so as I assume the Phoenix just dove in too hard to get a Dazzle kill and then died for it.
Yeah, and if Jug's not going to die in this matchup, which he shouldn't if he has mana for Blade Fury, Dazzle can just use that Grave on himself, and that's going to be very useful, of course. So
yeah. Oh, that's another thing I like about Juggernaut against Phoenix, because the attack speed slow from Fire Spirits is just enormous.
yeah.
I mean,
Meanwhile, though, in the mid
100
lane, oh, false alarm. Sorry about that.
minus 140 attack speed, that's more than a complete moonshot that you lose in terms of attack speed. And
But he can just spin it off and forget about it. And he will still attack the egg while he's in Blade Fury, simply because if you can't deal damage with Blade Fury to a target, like if they're BKB'd or something, it will still do right-click damage. It won't do both, but it will do one or the other. So
yeah. That's another nice thing about Juggernaut, yeah. So in terms of last hits, we see Venomancer is on top of the last hit board, and he's followed up by TA. And, well, then there's Alchemist, Darkseer, and Juggernaut, the 3 cores from Steel.
whoa.
Well, the difference is the Darkseer is doing way better than the Phoenix, just it's the nature of Darkseer. Spam Iron Shell and you get last hits.
Yeah, of course. And that's just going to happen also with Phoenix dying once in the spot lane. Isn't going to be great. Does have the Tranquil Boots now, though, so a little bit of sustain. But right now, of course, like not having that Icarus dive, just can't go in on that. TA is going to get some high ground traps out, and they've got a sentry to kind of protect themselves. They know Lina is nearby here, but she doesn't have any sentries. I don't think they can ensure a kill on this TA yet. And Alk is very far behind. It's 6 minutes in, and he only has 1,400 gold or so. You want to be closing in on your Relic at this point as Alk, but they've just done such a great job of protecting these bounty runes and saying no bounty rune for you, Alk. And that's the reason he's such a popular hero right now. It's just because you pick up a bounty rune, 2 bounty runes is easily 1,000. Yeah, they're going to look for a kill on this Alk to shut him down even further. Because, really, this is the hero that's going to be a problem. And it's not like that without items, he's going to be able to do anything, really. He's going to have a lot of trouble without a Radiance and something else. Oh, see, and this is their other way of getting Alk back into the game, is with the Acid Spray and the stacks, they can do a lot, but, of course, if they take those stacks, that's going to be a bit of trouble, and, yep, they will be able to bring him down. The egg comes down just in case, but Tito, in a lot of trouble, will probably end up going down here. That's a double kill for the Templar Assassin, and now LRW is in a lot of trouble as well.
That's the problem with the Lina babysitting Alchemist all the time in mid. He didn't have level 6 to get his regen.
And he was so close.
Yeah, and the other thing is that Phoenix in the off lane was level 6 before the Alchemist. Just made that gank happen.
Yeah. And I mean, they have to babysit Alk, but this is one of those places where if they banned Alk instead and like picked the gyro that they banned, this would have gone so much better. Like, a gyro mid could do a lot here, especially against the Templar. Now, of course, I don't think they would have picked Templar into gyro mid. But meanwhile, while Alk is struggling for gold, TA is finding a triple stack of Ancients here, I believe. Yeah. And is going to clear it very quickly as well.
Yeah, and they also have jungle stacks, so she can fall back on that. And I mean, Desolator is just an amazing item against Alchemist, because right now he has 2 armor.
And it's soon to be practically 0 armor. And if he goes for the kind of standard build on Alchemist, you don't pick up any armor until you get your Mantisal, and even then it's only like 2 more armor maybe 3 or so. And then later on, maybe you'll get an AC. What did he get?
The Dazzle just put down an Observer Ward right under the Observer Ward from VJR.
Oh, no.
And they also had a sentry as well, so they could see the ward for like 10 seconds before the sentry ward expired.
But they can just put down another sentry. I mean, that's no problem for them.
And the stack is also down for the Templar Assassin, so the ward is kind of late.
Is under attack.
Yeah, it's quite late, especially since you're completely missing the fact that she even had a stack. Of course, you know that she was off the map, and that's probably what she was doing. And she will actually try to go for that hard camp, not quite getting it. She does a lot of damage, though, and she can TP right back up top and clear that.
That's right.
So. looking pretty good for VJR in the early game. Not looking so good for our Alchemist, but he is getting this medium camp stack at least. Unfortunately, there are no mud golems there, which is the dream creep for Alchemist, which previous patches would be the difference. But getting all those little creeps, you get 6 stacks of Grievel's Greed out of that, as opposed to the 2 or 4 that you get from another camp. Juggernaut's going to go in. He'll take a lot of damage. They'll pop the ult from the Phoenix, and he will get graved up here now. Tito on the run. They will slow him down. Yeah, I think he's dead too. Could have tried to heal, maybe to waste a little more of their time, but Lloyd still had him on the ropes there, easily. So he will end up going down.
And I like that rotation. Because if you can keep those supports poor, they'll just won't be able to purchase lots of sentries against you. And that's just a dream for TA.
Yeah, indeed. And they need to stop this TA. That is the one hope that VJR has. If they could crush her, which they tried to do in the lane with babysitting the Alk, they'd be able to do a lot. But I don't think this Alk has gotten a single bounty rune other than the first one.
Yeah, but at least he's up to 2.9k gold, so he's closing in on the Radiant slowly.
And this is a hero, I think, that I honestly don't think he needs to be changed. In his current form, I think he's perfectly balanced. Seriously.
Yeah, because you can really counter him if you want.
You can counter him, and he's also strong. Honestly, if
He's
anything,
enough, yeah.
he could use a tiny buff. A tiny buff. And I mean, like...
Maybe 1 base armor.
I'd say half a base armor. But anyways, LRW is indeed pretty dead here as the Phoenix Sunray does come out. Yeah, they just got so much damage over time in general. As Vino will bring her on down. So, and one positive thing about Vino is that he does have 2.6 agility gain, and it does look like he's going for a quick Yules here. I do like this against, well, a lot of this team. Being able to dodge the Jug ult with Yules, dodge the stun.
And even when the Lina gets a Yule Scepter herself later,
you just Yules back to back, yeah.
Yeah, you can just Yule dodge the stun again.
Unless she has literally perfect timing. And I hate to say it, but Steel has not impressed me so far. I highly doubt she's going to have perfect timing. No offense to them.
What I have to say, I really like the on Phoenix, because it's kind of the poor man's mech. You can get it really early and then go back for the Midas.
Yeah, and he can still go for the late Midas. I don't particularly like it this game. I feel like the mech on him is going to be much more useful, but I see the purpose of it at least, so.
It's just for the levels, really. Because that's the biggest thing about Phoenix. And even
that's a 12-minute deso, by the way, on TA. That is ridiculous. Alk does have a relic, but your Radiance Burn is not going to do damage quick enough to out-damage the TA's deso.
Yeah, but it's about 1k gold more to Radiant, so he's gonna have it at a decent timing at least. He stopped dying and he went full greed with 4 points in Grievel's Greed.
Yeah, we will see TA going down, Lloyd, or excuse me, Dazzle going down. I just saw purple. As there's the Phoenix Egg coming in, they get the AA ult off as well as the Vino ult. A vacuum wall comes down, but I believe most of these heroes are already dead. Lloyd getting the double kill. They will move forward with the Phoenix. Can they burn Lena down fast enough? It looks like she will go down. Does get a few spells off onto Shari, but it's not going to be quite enough, as Shari is now up to basically that Hand of Midas, I believe, in about 9 gold. If he wants it. He can still go back for the mech, which I would recommend, but hey.
And the other thing about Phoenix is the Sunray, because this ability can be really amazing. I mean, it deals pure damage and up to 5% of your health. And you know, when Juggernaut uses his Blade Fury, he's magic immune, but you can still damage him with the Sunray while healing up all of your allies.
Yeah. Wait, no you can't.
You can, it's pure damage.
It doesn't pierce spell immunity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Just because it's pure damage doesn't mean it pierces spell immunity. It's okay though. Remember, spell immunity is the first thing you have to look for, then you look at damage resistance, so. Although, I guess if it pierces spell immunity, it pierces spell immunity, who really cares? Juggernaut will go back for the Mask of Madness. Not my favorite item against AA and a lot of burst damage.
I think they just Scouted TA? No, because of the mouth strike they didn't.
Oh, and Alk is dead.
Left.
And he lost all his gold toward the Radiance recipe, unless this is it on the courier, which it probably is. Yep. Okay, my bad. So he actually has the Radiance done 15 minutes in. Not the greatest of form on the Alk, but it can work. Jug will just TP out, it looks like. Oh! No, the Yules! It actually stopped him. Darkseer, meanwhile, finding the TA. Uh-oh. They stopped the TP from Jug, but Jug will be going down. He turned on the Mask of Madness in there somewhere trying to run away, but the nerf's still hurting there.
Yeah, they saw that Roshan lost HP, so they went back in with the sentry to kill Roshan, or to find the TA.
Yeah. AL's coming out just to scout, just in case. And they will be able to take this down, I believe, even without TA here. And if they can defend the pit long enough, actually, they're just going to leave it at that low health, and I think TA can come in, finish it off on her own, and then take it. Which I think is smarter than going ahead and killing off Roche, but here comes Alk. He is smoked up. Can they grab this fast enough? His smoke does break.
They shouldn't try to fight. They really shouldn't. They're scouted by Reno Waltz.
I mean, okay, TA is back in the fight right now, and I think now you cannot fight, especially with AA's ult up. He's on the other side of the map, going to be able to land an easy ult if he wants.
Dazzle might be dead.
And Dazzle is dead. He'll grave, but he's going to have to throw himself at the egg for this one. The rest of the team just backing off. Cedic getting the kill as well.
Okay, Phoenix has his Midas up and another 1.3k gold in the bank.
Wait, instead of saying Cedic, should I be saying CEDIC? You know?
Well, you actually should.
TI memes?
Yeah.
Haha. Okay.
But I think, well, no other caster does it, so yeah.
I mean, I don't know any other caster that casts the sky, so.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Therefore, I have the correct pronunciation, obviously, Ilummini. I couldn't just be wrong, right? That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a medallion, though, coming out the Tusk. And... Oh, yeah. They have to, and they'll get... Oh! He gets a short duration stun off, but that's it. And this is where... Okay, you have a Radiance. That's cool. But unless you get the Radiance at like 9-10 minutes,
that's a thing.
You can't just fight with it. It alone does not let you fight. Treads at Radiance? Sure. Manta Radiance? Man, okay.
He has 3 armor. Desolator gives him -7. So
he's at -4 armor with a lot of health, but that doesn't really matter that much. And it's like, well, I regen a lot, guys. Who cares? They kill you in 2 hits. You don't regen that much, do you?
Yeah. The thing is,
oh wait,
I have this.
AL is going to come out and it'll push them off of the mid lane. They know they can't stay here. Or at least they might try to and just make the trade, but this is not a great favorable trade for them. As they are going to take down the tier 2 in the top.
Go push high ground. With the Desolator, they can get some decent damage on the tier 3.
Not to mention the Age is still on the Templar. And this is like the timing you want to hit with Templar. It's like 20 minutes hitting a Rax, that's the dream. You don't want to take the Zero into the extreme late game. With only refraction to hide behind, especially. So.
And I mean, only with those few last hits, few hits on the tower, they got it down to 1k HP, so 600 damage for practically free.
Yeah,
that's great.
I mean, and they can just back up and regroup. I mean, Venom now has a Blink and a Yule, so he will be able to kind of live if he goes in with the Blink, which I bet he will. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all. They do get a medallion up on Dazzle, but that's only going to kind of say, oh, you don't have a Deso against our Alk anymore. Except you still have the damage from a Deso, and our Alk still has nothing, really. The Grave is going to come out, but he'll dodge it! Just barely there.
Yeah, it was close.
Juggernaut getting hit, though. And they just can't fight right now.
Yeah, and another thing about the Dazzle doesn't have mana boots. And last game I was kind of fine with it, because you had a Zeus with mana boots and an Ogre with mana boots, so you could sustain your heals.
But nobody has mana boots on this game.
This game.
Yeah.
Dazzle has 300 mana right now, and he used his stick
Radiant's middle
to
tower
get
is
some more
under
mana
attack.
back. So he has 3
Radiant's
heals, and
middle
that's it.
tower
If he
has
casts
fallen.
Yeah.
nothing else but heals.
I mean, rushing the medallion is fine, but you have to be able to get something else. So get a 3-man vac wall off. Big damage coming in, but they will get the Venom ult and the AA ult and the Phoenix ult off. Questionable plays trying to take down that Phoenix egg, but it's not enough. He gets stunned. He'll go down, and now they're looking for more. Phoenix trying to zip out. Won't quite make it out there. They may be able to bring the Phoenix down, but it doesn't look like they will. Techies and Rapier is going to fall. They will bring up the TA, though. Respawning right now will take out Jug.
The AA ult didn't hit the Alchemist, and he just could heal all the time.
Yeah.
That was the problem in this fight.
And the beautiful vacuum wall. Like, that was a very good fight from Steel. It's the best we've seen out of them yet. And if they can fight like that 2 or 3 more times, they're going to have this game
Dire's top
well within their
tower is under
grasp.
attack.
My problem with this is the Alchemist build. And I know this is the standard build on Alchemist. I don't make it the right build.
Tower is under attack.
Because yes, you can split push forever with this. Okay, I understand. That doesn't mean you should do it. Because here's the problem. You're still not able to fight. And this is a team that is going to get in your face and say, hi, we'd like to fight you, and if you don't want to fight, we'll just kill you.
Yeah, definitely. I'm a little surprised that the TA is... Oh, no, TA just picked up her crystals. I was wondering why she's so low on items, because she picked up the Blink Dagger like 5 minutes ago and had like 600 gold.
She's still sitting on 1,100, or 11,000, excuse me, net worth 20 minutes into the game.
Yeah, she just got the crystals delivered.
And now
Alk
Alk is dead. He turns around to throw the stun, but if he hadn't turned around, he actually might have lived a little longer since the AA ult wouldn't have connected. But little did he know, this is the kind of game where you want to have wards literally all the way across the map in random spots to catch AA, and it might not even work. They will get a juggle off, but the Phoenix Egg, it comes out just in time to save him. And he'll just pop back up.
Really good. And Dazzle's dead.
And they know Alk isn't up. And he does have buyback, but he definitely doesn't want to spend it right now. They'll pick off a third. There are buybacks available. Is it enough, though? Like...
I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. They still have... Well, Phoenix X is down at least. That's the one thing.
VJR just seem to be outclassing them, and actually TA with the blink in the game, I can't even move the camera fast enough to catch that kill. But I'm assuming it was either 1 or 2 hits.
It was 2 hits.
Yeah. Just...
The Melt Strike plus a second hit, and...
Oh. Alk, the ult's coming out, Alk. You're dead, buddy.
And, yeah.
They'll get the grave.
He's still gonna die.
Yeah, he gets a little more burn damage off. Actually, the Yules?
You'll deals instant 50 damage when you come back.
Oh, yeah.
Radiant's
That's true.
bottom tower is
And
under
since he's
attack.
under the AA ult, he can't heal during it. Normally you would still heal during the Yules, which would give him something like 250 health. With a level 2 ult,
something like that.
more than that, but still not enough. And we will see some spells sent to push the creep wave back. They have to take care of these Venom wards, though, or they're going to lose the racks. The Tusk comes in. There's a Deso. Oh my goodness, the perfectly placed ice shards plus the Psyblades picks off too. There's 4 on the sidelines right now. Lunfar running for the fountain, and they're just going to call GG. 4 buybacks, but
Has fallen.
this is the kind of game where you're just too far behind.
Yeah, that's a problem with this
Dire victory.
Alk 3D Radiance build.
Yeah, if you don't do anything in the early game with your team, you can't get back in.
Your team needs to make space for you. That's just the...
Anyways, that will be it. Vajugar wrapping it up 2-0. Yeah. Nothing much else to say. They just stomped both games. Like, I don't like the Alchemist build, but we went back to the draft and we could say the Alchemist pick was a problem in itself to an extent, so.
Yeah, and the fact that they had 4 healers against an AA first pick.
Yeah. Like, having some heal against AA is fine, but you can't be relying on it.
Yeah, and I mean, AA will will nullify your heals somewhat, and then picking 4 healers to just give her even more heal you can counter. It's not a good idea.
Yeah. Anyways, we will be moving on to the next game. Ilummini, I believe you can hang out here and stay with me if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. I'm good with that.
Yeah, because I don't have another co-caster piping up, so that's just freaking wonderful. Anyways, happy to have you here, man. And of course, don't forget to throw Truesight TV a follow. You've got about 20 minutes till the next game starts, so get yourself a cup of coffee or whatever you might have for your beverage of choice tonight, and we'll be right back.